Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of January 27th. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check your other two signs videos out for deeper messages. All right? And so, Taurus, we have a full moon on the 1st of February. We're already at February. We made it through. We made it through. We're gonna make it through this year. And so that full moon in Leo is really showing us what we want to bring our shining out into this year. Yeah. And then we also have the next time we meet on that Tuesday on the 3rd. What do we have? Oh, we have Uranus going direct. So the next time we meet on the 3rd, we have Uranus going direct, which Uranus has been retrograde since the end of last year. I don't normally feel them, but here we go. Uranus retrograde is really about that revolution and it being in your sign. You are going to feel it more than the most of the other signs out there. And so Uranus is about that revolution, and for you, it's very internal. What are the changes you want to see in the world, and are you living them for yourself? Yeah. And just a reminder, we still have till the 17th of February to meet that year of the horse. If things have felt somewhat up in the air, chaotic, stagnant, it's because we're really letting this skin shed. Yeah, we don't get this like literal metaphor with most of the animals. It's just this one. It is intentional. We are feeling it. We're feeling the snake shed, and we are going to use that so that we can meet that year of the horse and take off running. Yeah. All right, Taurus. And so for the collective, and because we are still in Aquarius season and are under this strong stellium for the next week or so, we have the StarSeed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. It's the decks that I went crazy over around my birthday season, just collecting as many as I could. So we're going to use that to lead us into this week. All right, so what does Taurus have going on this week? The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yeah, and so for you, Taurus, and especially because, yeah, like I said, Uranus in your sign is going to go direct. This is a time of new revelations being revealed to you, and so these are not necessarily things you can prepare for. You just have to be open. Be as open as you can be to the possibilities of everything that is happening around you. A video that just popped into mind is there's this guy who, when I think he met his wife, he made this video of, pay attention to your surroundings, where one time he was on his phone and didn't get on that bus, or subway. He didn't get on that subway, and that's where he met his wife. So, pay attention to your surroundings, Taurus. The world is full of messages and signs all the time. You just have to be open to receiving and seeing them. Like the other night, I was out at night, and I have seen a lot of things, sleeping on the high wires around, but I did see a hummingbird, and I only knew that it was a hummingbird because I had seen it there in the daytime. So Taurus, be open as much as you can be to your surroundings, and a way to do that is, yes, don't get lost in thoughts. If you are ruminating, especially ruminating on something, it can lead you to distraction, and you aren't open to receiving the symbols around you that the world is showing you, and that's where you can meet this blue flame. So Taurus, and it's not just bad ruminations, like you can be ruminating about an event that was really terrible. You can be ruminating about just, being lost in the clouds as well. So presence for Taurus. The world is not good or bad. And don't let that rumination run you into the ground. Yeah. Let's see. So what'll ground you out of that? Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposite. Extremes of life. Look at that. I was literally just getting there. So where, like on that ruminations, just surrender to where you are in the moment. Don't get too attached to a pain or a pleasure. That is one thing that we teach in Vipassana is don't get attached to pain or pleasure. They are just parts of that human experience, and that is what can deter you from actually physically being present to the sensations and signs of the moment that you are in. Yeah. All right, Taurus. Well, that is that part of your reading, and I'm going to pull a card from the Land Sky Oracle, and this deck is really beautiful. It is done by a yogi, so it's a lot of nature and yoga put together. So let's see, what does Taurus have? You have, again, I can't pronounce these, but it's basically fish pose. We're just going to say that. Instead of trying to pronounce that, I'm going to say fish pose. Yeah. All right, and so fish pose, another back bend. The other one before you was also a back bend. But so, and I'm not going to demonstrate it because I need the ground to do it. But basically, fish pose is where you're lying flat on your back, and then you want to, it's hard, but you want to basically turn up and get, it's supposed to be the crown of your head to touch the ground with all of this space between your head and your lower back to your hips is supposed to be lifted off of the ground. Yeah, so, and it's a way to ground your crown, which is your spiritual center, and your root. You're grounding them physically to the ground. And like this portion, like this card is literally about grounding. So this is a way that you can access this grounding card for you, is using fish pose, where you ground just your spiritual center, your root center to the earth. Your other chakras are suspended in the air, but also, most importantly, it's a heart opener. It's opening your heart, so releasing any of the pains and pleasures that are keeping you locked into a time, and it's going to open and allow you more flexibility. It's going to allow you more flexibility to, yeah, like that. It's also going to allow you more flexibility in your past. Back bends are a good way to release past traumas. Yeah, so that you can be more present now. All right, Taurus, well, that's what I have for you for this week. I do wish you all the best in your grounding training so that you can meet where you are each day. All right, and I'll see you next week. Bye.